And you don't have to take that risk necessarily, as we know that this is what we want. But we're not going to talk about it until it's locked in. Already, though, the Nongshim comp like Wukong and Lulu, incredible. I would love that. Look at the range, or rather lack thereof, on Kwangdong, and instead we pivot to something I'm much less excited about, because this Ahri has been not that great. Ahri has been kind of all over the place. She's rising and rising more, but...
She's the round 2 Syndra. That's what she is. But we'll have to see how they're going to go. So we hop onto the Rift for game number 1 of Week 8. And a teleport is going to come back from Fiesta first, actually, here in this mid lane. So we're going to do a bit of a zoom. Let's see whether Dudu's going to be okay on his birthday, remember. As Youngjae is going to take care of the birthday boy. Ooh. This is what happens when you're a top laner and it's your birthday.
This is tough.
You actually get a gank.
I think you just got to take it. Let's take the hit. Sylvie is on his way.
Oh, man.
He's playing so respectful, though. And it looks like... Oh... Well, he's in XP range. There's nothing more we can do. Yeah, it's well played by Dundun. It feels very sad, though.
Oh, he's just having a little bit of a sad time. Is that actually a new tech? Because you could also just build a catalyst.
Yes, you can, and then you can also go Abyssal, which is what we thought it was going to be.
Well,
Youngjae!
Dundun may not even need any of these items. He might just kill Youngjae. Does manage to find the ultimate blind. Gets the flash out from Youngjae. Beautifully done. Dundun is not messing around today.
Holds on to his Ignite as well. Dudu is teleported in, and Nongshim are looking in a prime position. Do note Kwangdong, they are choosing to contest this nonetheless.
Ooh,
even with Youngjae being so low.
Boham does have level 6, Peter as well. Wild Growth going to be available as there's the grand entrance. Great body slam's going to come forward as they do manage to take down the Rakan. Bulldog going to have to flash to get out of the way of this one, and he didn't even have the cask available, guys. Quantum Freak still went for the fight as Youngjae is now trying to escape, and they will land the charm, and that is going to be Fiesta locking down the kill. That's a free flash pickup. You're very happy to see it. Wild Growth just barely not off cooldown. I think also it's almost equally as egregious to fight without cask, because it's so important for this composition. As now Sylvie, he's going to dive in, doesn't have the ulti available, as they're diving a Renekton. That's just not a thing you're allowed to do. Dudu is going to say, thank you very much for my birthday present, and I will pick up the kill onto the jungler.
This early on is very, very rough. Like, look at the timing as well here. Right, like he just gets his Dominus.
Yeah.
Like, just has it available, and then with the one turret shot and no Ignite available, he's going to be able to easily sustain up. Oh, I love this. He might try and go for the cancel again. This is an elaborate bait, and this time Ignite is available.
Oh, Bulldog's making his way up as well. There's the Glacial Prison. He does have Dominus, uses it. Fantastic value with the Gore Drinker, as Bulldog's just going to try and zone them away with his cask. Would have been better if it kind of hit, but you do get an idea as to what he was doing to make sure that Dudu survives. Do it again. And this time they do manage to have their buttons available. There's the flash in from Fiesta, but I don't know whether that's exactly the outcome he wanted, as the knockups are beautiful. Great mini stun onto Vital with the cast, but Dudu still going to be taken out, and Nongshim team fighting beautifully in the end. We saw what Quantum Freaks are trying to do as a Q. It connects onto Vital, and Youngjae, he wants to take it. They want the eye, as Bulldog says, all right, I'll just get in there and take this one down. The AoE is just massive. The knockups as Taeyeon, please just do some auto attacks. Featherstorm will finally be used. The flash comes out though, and now they're in the Thunderdome. They're in the back of the pit. Taeyeon, just hit them with your autos as Bulldog takes matters into his own hands. The double kill for the Gragas, and Quantum Freaks, they'll take it all. He was the burly gentleman that took all of the stuff, did all of the things, and now he might die, as there are a lot of people here. Charm is going to connect. He's relatively tanky, but it's not going to be tanky enough. And I apologize for the caster curse.
Immediate, man.
Yeah, that was real sad. Sorry, Bulldog.
But playing all that into Xayah still requires a modicum of execution, as the TP comes in from Dundun.
All right, let's see what Dundun can get done here, as Shirley does come out. It's another great little stun onto Bulldog, who's now extraordinarily low. As Fiesta, he picks the flank, and once again, Bulldog's going to go down. There is Taeyeon trying to escape this one, though, as Fiesta, he has to go golden Q. It's going to land onto Sylvie.
Vital.
Flash comes out as Vital gets over the wall. The Blade Call is going to do nothing, but Fiesta died somewhere, trying to do something. I'm not entirely sure what, but he died, and now Nongshim are going to go even in this fight, but lose a turret. And, you know, where there's a lead, there's a way. And you don't even need one, then there's still a way. Control Ward's going to be taken down. The Drake also down to 50%. Dudu not going to get hit by that Winter's Wrath, as let's see what they can actually get done here. Everfrost does come through. Drake is going to be reset. As, oh, beautiful buffer there from Bulldog on the body slam. Cask is going to move the Sejuani forward. That's the target that they want. Kill the tank. So what you must do is, in goes Sylvie, finds the Cyclone and uses his clone beautifully there as Dundun just being a brick wall, but he'll be taken down. Both of the top laners out of this fight. The Drake ignored. Vital matters into his own hands as in goes Moham. I don't know about that one as Young Jay wants this. The flash comes over. The kick comes out. Opposite timing as the charm is going to connect. But there's the Blade Caller. It's not enough. And Vital locks down the kill onto Taeun. And now the Drake is going to be pulled out of the pit here.
This is for either Soul Point or just a second Ocean
This
Drake.
is about the time where you ignore the Drake and start fighting, guys.
All or nothing.
Okay, Arctic Assault comes in. They're going to exchange some CC. The Drake does do that resetting thing that we were talking about. There's a Glacial Prison. They layer it with the Charmers. Bulldog is going to have to flash get himself out of the way. Dudu, oh my goodness, the Blade Caller damage is absurd. As Taeun's frontlining, okay, he manages to take the Dragon. I guess you'll take that one as quickness comes in. Moham is doing amazing things as Young Jay. He manages to find the Zeri. Dundun's going to be taken down, and Quadog Freaks, they find the team fight. And they're showing us how to cook noodles right now. Nongshim, not a whole lot they can do about it.
The deep flank.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Can we find it? As Dundun! They're just going to 100-0 him, and now they have to fight it without. There's Sejuani from the top side. Fiesta's still flanking, guys. He's still trying to find the angle as Young Jay falls down. All right, Vital, never mind. In he goes. Fiesta is going to have to go golden really, really quickly. Here is Taeun. Featherstorm going to be used. Vital will be taken out, and Taeun outplays him. He has leveled up throughout this game. Oh no. Fiesta and Peter against the world as they try and defend these Nexus turrets. Teleport's going to come forward as well. I think Bulldog returning here could just spell the end of this game, Chronicler, but it has been epic. It has been amazing. And it has been a pure back and forth this entire time. Nexus turret number 2, Nexus to follow. And Nongshim coming off their win against Live Sandbox, looking fantastic. After losing a few team fights, they rallied.
Figure out how to deal with Nongshim. They won, and the craziest part to me is if Dundun didn't get picked off there at the start of that fight, Nongshim could have won that.
Yeah.
This should not be a AP Maokai. Like, I will be, if this is not Aftershock, I will be very sad, and I'll go on my rant again about why it's not good. The one upside that you do have is that you have great kiteback, and between the Wukong and, the Maokai and the Taliyah, you have a considerable amount of disengage, which Taeun loves to play into.
Let's hop onto the rift, see whether that 10% can ring true. Trying to give them a little bit of a lead. However, momentum plays a part, and Dudu will also play a part. It's his birthday, and he's looking for a solo kill here, as can he actually find another Shock Blast? The answer is no. It doesn't really matter as far as team fighting and decision making. But that is certainly, oh dear. Fiesta is almost going to take 2 turret shots. Does manage to get the Pyroblast out.
And I do think that this is the one utilize their mastery that they have with this Zerian, which we know for a fact can be quite oppressive in lane.
There it is, Taeun gonna get flashed on here, and Peter's gonna lock down the kill. They were baiting him the whole time. The feather placement just beautiful. It's like Birdle, but with beautiful in it. As, yeah, Vital not going to be able to get first blood here, but still Nongshim able to fight back beautifully.
Kill didn't go over, crucially, but so that recoil, like, oh, Taeun.
Yeah, that was not it.
You can't walk into the free feathers. Like,
good shot.
they were there.
Sometimes all you see is that plate ready to go down.
This wasn't, yeah, but it wasn't even a situation where like Vital like flashes and repositions and like hits the recoil. He just
he was just walked.
He just walked into the feathers. Yeah, can't do that, unfortunately.
As there's a bear in this mid lane. Fiesta throwing things around. Let's see whether he can actually lock down the kill. The flash has to be used to get out of the way of the Franken-Tibbers, and he is very scary.
Zac and Udyr and Maokai and solo queue, they also hit Demonic Embrace specifically for the jungle clear. So every part of it was nerfed.
That's a flash bear as Peter's going to dive forward. That should be a really dead Bulldog, and it is. Fiesta is going to lock down the second kill of the game for Nongshim. As Dudu trying to continue winning this lane. And he is ahead, but the problem is that he hasn't been able to create any meaningful gap between the two. And so now the state of the map elsewhere is the most relevant factor. And we've seen this, you know, all season long, right? Top laners trying to do their very best to be relevant in the outcome of the game. And this sort of lead, not going to be enough to get there, especially without any of these plates being taken, as that is a flash ulti. Dudu gonna try and walk it out, as there it is, he picks him up, tries to turn it, but it's not gonna work, and Dundun picks up the solo kill in classic K'Sante fashion.
A 2 Drake lead, they're winning in lane?
Yeah. It's, this is what, like, you know, what is it? What did we say? 90-10? This is about what a 90-10 kind of looks like.
Oh, he's really trying. And yeah, Dundun shows on the ward, so they can keep going for this. They're going to try and hard force here on mid. I don't know if it'll be in time. No.
Yeah,
nice
Taehyun.
win for Kwangdong there.
Yeah, Taehyun does have his cleanse available. As, all right, Nature's Grasp comes in. Let's see what they can get done here. As Tivers from the side, the charm is going to connect, but there is the quickness. Taehyun trying to stay alive, but Dundun says absolutely not on my watch. And that is going to be another turret as well. And so, yeah, you managed to get first turret blood, but that is going to be triple charge for Shirley. And they're even going to take out an inhibitor turret at 16 minutes. Bulldog is pushing on that top side. And Kwangdong Freaks, I don't know whether this is enough of an answer. Man, this dragon is very confused about what it actually wants to do here, as Bulldog can set up a Weaver's Wall. They do have information, and there it is. The Nature's Grasp. Now we'll see a team fight as Taehyun trying to pop off in this one, as Sylvie is cycloning. Peter finds a beautiful angle into the backline, but it's not quite enough to lock down Taehyun just yet. There's the third Q, as Taehyun will be taken out. They do get the K'Sante and Youngjae. He's too low to continue fighting, but Bulldog is going to get in there. Fiesta now is getting closed in on by 3 members of Kwangdong Freaks. It's Soul Point available for Nongshim. It's still kind of a win for this Nongshim composition, but this is some good momentum being built up by Kwangdong Freaks. Yeah. Hey, they also have Gore Drinker Jace for the poke. As Fiesta possibly out of position, or is he? As he puts down a bear, Taehyun dives on top of a Cyclone, has to flash to immediately get out of the way. No one's dead just yet, but Tivers is frontlining. Oh no, Tivers! Okay, here they are going to keep the bear alive. That is certainly important. Extendo beam. Did anyone die? Is anyone dead? No. Is it Dragon?
No. Round 2.
All right, let's go again. Yeah, I think that you can just go to Baron, right?
Yeah, no, this is a great call.
Hey, there we go.
Kwangdong, you need to respond.
Yeah, now it's Kwangdong's turn to go towards the Baron. This is going to go down extraordinarily quickly. It's 2.5 items. Go! Extendo! Oh my god, I was so scared. All right. Thunderdome has been set up. Bulldog put it into effect. And they are going to turn. Youngjae a bit confusing with all the pixelation as the seismic shove is beautiful, but they're not actually able to finish off or pick off any of these targets, as now Bulldog is going to get singled out. The double Cyclone, there's no follow-up. Seismic shove's going to lock it down. That is just a kill onto a Wukong though, and they did manage to get the Baron. No, but they don't have a minion wave.
Oh, no.
And also they don't have the gentleman's agreement. They hadn't told them.
They haven't been invited?
They haven't been invited yet. As now, Sylvie could be in trouble, or Bulldog could be in trouble. Someone's in trouble. There is trouble going on. Seismic Shove's going to push him over the rocks as now he's going for it. Taehyun turns up, though, and that means that it's another dead jungler. The instant I came out of that stun in any direction, I would have been so frightened. Bulldog's not going to do that, though, and he does have TP available.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they get the Tibbers cooldown. Could actually be really important because this dragon is alive. Bulldog's going to teleport back. Extendo beams are flying forward. Youngjae is caught on the flank and just exploded. Oh, if they manage to lock down Fiesta here, that is actually huge.
Wukong's behind them.
Yeah, Taehyun is going to get engaged on there as Taehyun flashes. He does manage to get the ult off as Dudu is the one to fall down first. Taehyun is still alive. That's the main thing. As he gets into the pit, okay, Bulldog is going to be the one taken down here. Can they do a sneaky thing? No, they aren't able to do it. So, Nongshim, they will be able to get the Ocean Soul. As Kwangdong Freaks also trying to hold on to their base here. As, okay, Dundun soaking as much damage as you would like. And now the Nature's Grasp is unavailable. It's a big tool the Kwangdong Freaks want to be able to use. There is no turret here in this mid lane. Nongshim kind of realizing, oh, hang on, I guess we could just go and take this. But Sylvie's the one ushering the waves in and isn't actually able to get them towards this inhibitor in any meaningful way as Fiesta. That was a bit dangerous. positioning, but avoids a seismic shove.
Double stopwatch available for Nongshim as well.
Oh, great Bramble Smash there as Dundon's just going to walk this one up, and I think that this tower is going to go down. Tibbers comes on in as Bulldog will go golden. Doesn't have flash available, and he should just be taken out. There he goes. Inhibitor to follow, and now Nongshim pressing towards these Nexus turrets. Nature's Grasp still not available. Taeun doesn't have his ulti up, won't have the damage potential. And Nongshim should be able to just walk towards them. There's another Q to catch out the Maokai. And Zaya will be able to pick up that kill. Kwangdong Freaks just bleeding characters right now, one after the other.
But just don't have the damage. Like, this Ocean Soul is doing so much work here.
It absolutely is. Dudu gonna have to flash away from this one. Does manage to get his hammer out and say no to the Cassante, but the bouncy castle treatment here for Taeun, and the Nexus is going to be taken out. It's going to be 3 games here as Nongshim even out this series. Kwangdong Freaks unable to find it. And let's see what we're going to get out of a 3rd game between these two teams. Maybe wanting to up the difficulty level as they move into a game number 2 with a 1-game buffer. Having a look at the damage here, the Annie should never be let through, but Fiesta has already demonstrated that he's very good at the champion. They're actually able to pick up the victory.
And Jax, I do think you run the risk of being somewhat overpowered. And I actually think Aurelion Sawyer is great because it doesn't get punished at all. I wouldn't like a Talia. I don't want to, or a Kali. I don't want to see a Kali into Gragas. That's fine. Yeah,
I think it's okay.
We can work with LeBlanc.
Conditions certainly going to be there. Are we going to be noticing side lanes this game? I'm not entirely sure. Let's jump onto the Rift and see how it goes. But Taeun very, very happy to take control of this wave. And with a few buttons on cooldown and things like this, it's difficult for Nongshim to play.
Peter giving away free ward there in an attempt to maintain brush control, but Sweeper is already there for Moham.
Play going to come in. There's another grand entrance, but it misses. Moham's going to be lit on fire. And the favor is going to be returned here as 200 health now for Peter. Fiesta drags the minions in. Chains will connect there as Bulldog is going to go down. There's the seismic shove, though. So Bulldog should be at least able to get away and doesn't even have to use his flash. Man, that was what I was waiting for. Doesn't actually have to go for it. So nicely done, but Fiesta's going to connect some more chains here to the Lee Sin.
Still a successful gank because Bulldog did already TP back to lane. So you're going to be able to deny an at the ready, but we do see Sylvie also making his way over, but I don't think you can contest this if you're Nongshim.
Yeah, Peter and Vital really cannot leave this lane right now, but they are going to do so. I believe the minions did eventually get taken out, and there we go.
Down a few.
Red Volley's really good. It's a dangerous moment, but it is a team fight opportunity as the play comes back. That is going to be the secures the hook from Moham. Is massive, but Vital's going to be out of flash. Blade Caller not doing massive damage right now, and no one does die. Yeah.
Bulldog also has his ultimate available, so Nongshim needs to be careful here. That might actually get punished. Oh boy.
Yeah, as that's a hook, and the flay does come through. Sylvie is down to about 0 as Bulldog is just going to throw rocks at him. There he goes. And the Wukong going to be taken down. That's first blood actually here at 9 minutes into this game, relatively late. Because it's sort of after you'd have the first Herald fight, which is where we've been seeing the majority of our first bloods, as Peter and Vital
is there, and then you know, top lane is relevant again.
Hey!
Yeah!
Nice.
But not yet. Not in the near future.
Well, Dundon hasn't actually gone back yet and is now looking for this. The flash comes out from Dudu, who's going to have a drink and look to see whether he can body slam over this wall. And it's not going to work out. The leap strike was there, and Dundon is going to get the solo kill onto Dudu in the end.
As Bulldog.
Oh, that's the flash chains out from Fiesta. As Alright gets underneath the turret here as Bulldog going to get knocked up into the air. He lasts for so long, and the Lantern gives him a huge shield. The hook's going to miss as the Drake was being taken as all this was happening. Man, Bulldog, he didn't even break his stopwatch, Chronicle. It's insane. This guy is so level-headed. As Chemtech, of course, is not really the greatest. Is he going to do it again? That would be crazy. He doesn't have a lot of mana.
Well, he might not. But what about Sylvie?
Well, Gragas Esquire coming forward. All right, Dudu, what can you do here? As in they come, and this is going to be real rough times. Can they actually get out unscathed? And the answer is yes. Tribute's going to help out there. And that is yet another death. 0-2-0 now for the Gragas. Just seeing whether Nongshim are going to dodge it. They did. Not that one, though, as Peter is going to have to battle dance to come on in. As Dundon, oh dear, that body slam so good out of Dudu. Dunan's still strong enough to be able to actually make it out of there, but I think he's going to have to go home as we've got to fight over this Rift Herald. Hook going to go wide as Shirley goes for a grand excursion. Will sprint back to her pit. Got homesick real fast there, as we could see. Fiesta now moving towards Bulldog here in this top lane. Does he land the chains? No, he doesn't. And he's going to back away. Electrocute proc does put Bulldog down to 50%. Quandong Freaks now thinking about starting this one up yet again.
Going to fall. They're probably also going to lose soul point off of this.
Ooh, another hook is going to connect there as Taeun is going to take the lantern, right? But Fiesta is LeBlanc, as it turns out. As whoa! Man, that was close. Yeah, that's I'd also be a shocked Teemo there. A little bit frightened. I liked it from Moham, though. Bit of that aggression.
What I value in a Fresh is he's not afraid to try and make plays.
Yeah, as long as he presses flash at some point, I'm psyched about it. And that hook went so wide. I think he's dead now because he pressed the flash button, but the fight is going to break out. Youngjae, and he get through here as the Moonlight Vigil did come down, but not exactly the most value. Yeah, I believe it only hit under one.
That Fiesta play was not great, but if you trade flash for flash with LeBlanc, it's nice. Then walking up by yourself to try and hook a Rakan.
Sometimes you're just feeling yourself,
man. That's not what you want. That's not what should happen here. And
interesting. Core Drinker done. I have a feeling that means that this Drake just goes to Nongshim.
Yeah. Oh, it will.
Very perplexing. Is Vital going to have to use his Feather Storm pretty early here? They can't steal the Drake because, of course, their jungler just went home. But can they find a team fight? Flash has to be used once again here. Dudu, pretty good at getting those out.
There's no turret.
Can they corral them is the question, as there's the Weaver's Wall. Seismic Shove is going to separate the Wukong, but he doesn't die just yet. Great grand entrance is going to come through as Moham sets up the box, but then immediately dies. Dudu dives forward, though, and that is going to be the double for Youngjae. Dudu wants even more here. Oh, the Q misses. Well, that's a bit of a sad moment. The rest of LoL Park sort of exploding around us as well.
It's a Dragon Atlas, but what they gain, I think, definitely worth it. Oh, I'm glad we're getting this. Because already this box.
탈려 이거 쓰레쉬 노동, 쓰레쉬 노동. 쓰레쉬 노점아, 쓰레쉬 노플 노점아, 노플 노점아.
Okay.
It's happening.
We're going for it. Peter looking for the angle as they try to deny. Oh, they do deny the lantern entirely. Sylvie able to walk it out there as Youngjae's going to be punished, and now Vital finds the angle. The hook is going to connect. Can they blow him up before? No. The Feather Storm comes out. Bulldog does manage to collect this LeBlanc, and Vital is down to about 0. Battle Dance gives him enough of a shield, but that is still Bulldog being there with the rocks, and that is going to be the double on the Lovers duo. Taeun not going to be able to quite find the moonshot, but I have a feeling Dundun is going to be dead, as now he's emoting. He knew the outcome of that one in the Baron.
You know, they didn't get Baron, but they got pretty much everything else here, Atlas.
And Youngjae might actually be caught out of position. The quickness did come through as Gordrinker came down for a lot of value. As now Sylvie fighting against Bulldog. Bulldog, there's 4 people there, buddy. He does have a lantern to go to, but immediately they put a ward on top of it so that he can't click. And now Taeun, look at his health bar. He is just gigantic, spinning all over everyone. Has Flash still available, guys, and there it goes. Moonlight Vigil goes wide, but it does not matter, because Bulldog's going to be there, and look at that. Oh no, they thought they were going to safety, but they absolutely were not. Triple kill there for Taeun, 404. Aphelios not, well, it was actually Jack's not found, I guess, in that team fight because he's busy in a side lane. That should mean now that Quandong Freaks can go towards his Barons. No, neither am I.
We actually had a great
conversation
earlier today about Gragas and his skill cap.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. Gragas, very similar to Mario Kart. You know? You can get good enough to have a really good time very easily, as I'm going to get interrupted momentarily, as that is going to be a clone hooked up, pretty sure. There it is, as the cask is massive, but Sylvie uses it to get a huge Cyclone. It's just not going to be enough, though. Taeun is still above maximum health. He almost still has his shield after all of that, and they are just too far behind. Fiesta connects some chains, but that is not going to do enough. It is all about this Aphelios, who is just untouched in this game. And Vital, under his Nexus turrets, I don't know whether he's going to do the heroics. He's not going to be enough here in this particular game. As in goes Youngjae. They're going to be able to take down the Jax. One last Nexus turret and Desire, but Desire is going to go down very, very quickly. Peter desperately battle dancing around the battlefield, but this Nexus is not going to be saved by a Rakan this day, and it will be Quandong Freaks with the 2-1 victory over Nongshim. Flipping fights over and over again. I felt like there were more of these decisive moments, but maybe I have a bit of recency bias for the last few minutes of the game where their wallets got extraordinarily heavy.
For the PUG interview here, joined by Taeyun Bodok from Kwangdong Freaks. Congratulations. It's a back-to-back win for Kwangdong Freaks, which means this is your first winning streak of the season. Taeyun, nice to meet you for the first time. How do you feel about the win? I think I deserved POG in many games before, but it's a bummer that this is actually my first time getting POG. But yeah, it feels amazing. What about you, Bulldog?
솔직히 이겨서 좋긴 한데.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that we won, but I think game 2 my performance was not that good, so I cannot really say I'm happy with my own performance today. But still, you guys managed to get a very clean 2-0 win score today. Taeyun, the 2 wins actually came off of your Xayah pick, and also you won your POG on Xayah as well. I think Xayah is slowly becoming a mainstream right now. What is so good about Xayah right now? Starting from the laning phase up until the late game team fight. So, Quick Blade or any other item in the late game, her E damage is just like insane. So I think her late game value has increased so much. But I think about the laning phase, it all comes down to who is actually playing that champion. Does that mean Xayah is sort of a skill-based champion? Maybe. And we have a question from Goko, our Korean analyst. We have a lot of Xayah Zeri matchup. Which side has higher late game value? Is it also a skill-based situation? I think so, yeah. And you are confident on whichever champion? Yeah, that's why I played it in game 2 as well, and you know what happened? So I was so greedy about the turret plate, and then I died. Too bad. So Xayah Rakan has slowly became kind of a mainstream in the LCK, but is there any other good support for Xayah? I think there is. But is that a secret? Absolutely. Maybe we will check that out on the next Kwangdong Freaks schedule. Bulldog, after game number 1 in the player comp, actually the players are actually harassing you, like telling you about how bad you play. What happened? So, like after that game, like Dudu was like so frustrated because of me. He was like, "Why won't you ult? Never ult." So that's what happened. But in the end, I listened to them and I was able to play better. So today, I think we can say today's draft was maybe defined by Xayah Rakan comp, and then we had a blind Xayah in game 3, and then you guys decided to play Aphelios Thresh into it. Tell us about it. So Xayah Rakan, Zeri. So it's all about, you know, the situation that is given. It's not about a specific answer into a comp, but we had a lot of options, and today we wanted to try out Aphelios Thresh. And also, Bulldog, you played Talia, which was the last pick in both game 2 and 3. It kind of reflects on the fact that you actually prefer this champion a lot. Why did you decide to play Talia up against LeBlanc Wukong? She has, you know, lane priority up against them. And also, like Wukong, Rakan, or the two champions that are so, you know, actually they get countered by Talia's E, so they cannot really move around the map. So it's just fun to watch them just trapped. So that was the main reason behind the Talia pick, you know. So you played Talia 2 games in a row. But after game 3 was then CV Max giving you so much feedback. What happened there? I played Talia in game 2, and then I was not, you know, playing it perfectly, and then I played it so better in game 3. 3, so CBMX came to me like, why didn't you play this well in game 2? He was like, I don't understand you. You should have done this in game 2.
근데 또 다른 방향으로 생각하면 그게 또 3세트에 대한 극찬이 아니었을까 이런 생각이 드네요.
네.
네.
CBMX always giving a lot of feedback right after the game ends. And these days, we were having a lot of interviews from Kwangdong Freaks players, and Taeyun, one of them was, you said, I want to think myself as the third best AD carry after Viper and Kumayusi. I want to be confident. Tell us about it more.
스프링 초반에는 그 생각도 못 하고
Well,
있었는데
I've never thought so early in the spring, but now that I'm a little bit more adapted to the LCK, and we are doing better in Scream and also on stage, I just wanted to be, confident, I just want to keep that mindset going.
네, 스프링 그 초반에 질 때 빼고.
I always had that in my mind every time other than the beginning of this spring split.
이렇게 생각을 하시는 것 같습니다. 굉장히 기분 좋은 자신감인 것 같아요.
And confidence is definitely the key to a player's performance. And today, Dudu is having his birthday. And this victory will for sure be his birthday present. Any birthday wish for him?
일단 오늘 경기 오기 전에
Well,
말했었는데
I already told him actually on his way to Low Park because he was like, "Where's my birthday gift?" But we won the game for you guys, so
생일 축하해.
happy birthday, Dudu! And I'm so happy that we were able to get this win.
생일 축하해.
Happy birthday!
좋습니다. 두두 선수가 또 어떤 선물보다 이 승리를 선물해 주신 두 분께
Happy birthday over to Dudu having his birthday on his match day at the LCK. And we had, another family buff from the Kwangdong players family. Any words for all of your parents? Thank you for showing up every time. Seriously, we lost many times, but thank you for always just complimenting our performance.
고마워.
Thank you.
좀 눈시울이 붉어지시는 것 같은데 불독 선수도 한 말씀 해주시죠.
What about you, Bulldog?
지금까지 계속 오면서
Thank you for always supporting us. This is our first time actually getting a winning streak, so I did well, right?
좋습니다. 부모님 너무 기분 좋아하시는 것 같고요.
Mom being super happy to watch Bulldog getting his winning streak for the first time in the season. And KDF, your next opponent will be Genji. And CV Max actually mentioned that we always need to keep a winning mentality no matter what who we are facing up against.
일단 지금 2연승 할 때보다
I think
개인적으로 강팀이라 생각해서
we have become a lot stronger and we have a bit of a time to prepare for that. So we will do our best for that matchup, and also I am on the same page with CB Max. We are gonna keep this winning mentality up until that matchup.
열심히 해보겠습니다.
I will do my best.
네, 좋습니다. 함께 응원하겠습니다.
And that will be the end of the interview from Bulldog and Taeyun from KDF, and back to the space. Thank you.